Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Jeff.
We got our first episode of Fit to Work to film today.
All right, yeah. What are we doing today?
You know what? I've got no idea. There we go, filmmaker and videographer.
Nice.
Right, let's go. Hey everybody, welcome to McDonald Island Park for the very first episode of Fit to Work. My name is Jeff and I'm going to be joined by the other trainers here from McDonald Island, and we're going to be taking you through some specific exercises for various jobs that people do around town. We're starting out today's episode with a filmmaker or a videographer. We got a bunch of neat stuff for you. Let's get into the warm-up. So warming up is a vital component of any exercise program. You never want to start doing any activity with any kind of intensity without warming up first. Your warm-up should take two stages, a general warm-up and then a more specific warm-up. Your general warm-up is meant to raise your body temperature, get your heart pumping a little faster, get the blood moving, and make you feel warm. So here we have Nicole. Nicole is riding a stationary bike. This is a great general warm-up exercise. Any type of what's considered to be cardio is generally going to be a good opening warm-up exercise. It's going to get you moving. It should not be really hard. Your warm-up should make you warm and not tired. As your warm-up continues, you can move into a more dynamic form of movement. It can be something as simple as jumping jacks, which you probably recall from gym class back in the day. So Nicole is going to do a standard jumping jack, so she's leaving the floor. There's definitely a little bit more dynamic. Now for everybody, your warm-up needs to be individualized. Just like an exercise program, it's got to be something that's appropriate for you and your abilities. Not everyone is going to be comfortable jumping off of the ground. It's not going to be good necessarily for everybody's needs. So Sherelle is going to demonstrate what is called a regression in that exercise, so it's sort of a step back. So this is still a good, dynamic, active warm-up, but it's not as dynamic or intense as the regular jumping jacks that Nicole was doing. As we move yet further into our warm-up, now again, regarding specificity, we want to start working the areas that we're after in terms of getting the most out of our workout. So since our workout is designed to help videographers and filmmakers holding a camera, holding a boom mic, we're focusing on the shoulders and the upper back for the most part. So we're going to get into a specific warm-up for the shoulders. So Nicole is using a band. Band is a really versatile and useful piece of equipment to have. So if you've got these in your gym or you've got them at home, they're definitely something you want to be making use of. She's going to start with a front raise with the band, just bringing her arms up to shoulder height with a palms down grip. Very important when you're using the band for any exercise and you're standing on it, you want to make sure that you are actually standing on your band. Otherwise, you could be in for a bit of a nasty surprise. After doing a few reps here, Nicole is going to transition into a Y raise. This is also working a little bit more of the front of the shoulders. And then after getting a few reps in there, she's going to transition into a lateral raise, arms bent and raising her arms up to the side. This is working more of the muscles on the side of the shoulders. From there, she can pick the bands up and holding them in both hands. She's going to start with a pull apart. So she's going to have to choke her hands up a little bit on the band in order to get some adequate resistance there. Pulling the hands apart, this is working the muscles on the back of the shoulders and the middle of the upper back. These muscles are really important for posture, which is going to be very important for our camera and filmmakers and videographers for everything that they're required to carry and manipulate during the day during the course of their job. From here, she can move further into a band pull down. This is doing what's called scapular depression, which is helping to pull the scapula down. Again, really important in posture, which is going to be more and more important as someone gets more into this type of work. And then the very last exercise that we're going to do has kind of a bad name. It's called dislocates, but nothing bad should be happening to you here. The idea is to keep your arms straight, rotate your shoulders around, bring the band down behind your body, touching your back, and bringing them back over to the top. A couple of rounds of this with the band, which should be very light. This is not something you want to be doing heavy at all, and your shoulders should be nice and warmed up and ready to go into the strength component. All right, now that we're good and warmed up, we are ready to move into the next phase of our workout. We're going to be doing some mobility, and we'll be joined by Lana.
Hi Jeff.
Hey Lana, what are we going to be doing today?
Today we're going to be going over some mobility stuff to get you ready for the strength portion.
Excellent.
So mobility is really important because if we don't have proper mobility, we are going to create injuries, especially in a job where it involves us to be carrying things overhead like a videographer or a photographer. So today we're going to be specifically focusing on the thoracic spine, which is the middle of the back. So here I'm going to get Xavier to lie down on the mat. He's going to keep his legs bent. He's going to raise his back up. And he's going to take this, which is called a foam roller, and he's going to place it just below his shoulder blades. Now from here, Xavier is going to take his hands and he's going to place it behind his head. And he's going to take one leg and place his ankle on top of his thigh. And from here, this is going to lock the lumbar spine in place. So our lumbar spine is actually a stabilizer joint, so we don't want too much movement down here. In our thoracic spine, it's a mobilizer. So this is the one we want to be focusing on for mobility. So Xavier is going to place his hands behind his head, and from here he's going to round his spine up, breathe in, and as he breathes out, he's going to slowly relax back, only enough to where the lumbar spine does stay in place. Then he's going to come back up, breathe in as he comes up, and he's going to be breathing out as he goes down. So for this one right here, you would do about 60 seconds, take a break, and do about 2 more sets. Our second mobility exercise is pretty common in the yoga world, so you might be familiar with it, and it's called a cat-cow. So from here, we're going to get Xavier to go down on the mat in a tabletop position. We're going to have his knees directly and under his hips, his wrists directly and under his shoulders. From here, Xavier is going to tilt his pelvis in, squeezing his glutes. He's going to breathe in as he raises his spine, pushing the ground away from him. From here, as he is breathing out, keeping his arms straight, he's going to lower his chest towards the ground and bring his shoulder blades together. And then from here, he's going to raise his shoulder blades up, breathe in, and then breathe out as he brings it towards the ground. So from here, this is creating good mobility in the thoracic spine. And if we do have good mobility in the thoracic spine, which is a joint mobilizer, we're going to limit our chance of injury in the lower back. The third mobility exercise is something called the world's greatest stretch. So for this one right here, we're going to get Xavier to get down on the mat in a high lunge position. We're going to make sure that this back leg here is straight and his glute is actively engaged. So we want to be squeezing that glute the entire time. From here, this front leg, he's going to keep that heel on the ground and make sure you keep that big toe pushed into the ground. This knee here is going to keep externally rotated. And then from here, pushing this hand into the ground, he's going to raise his inside arm up and overhead. Take a big deep breath, come back down as far as you can, elbow towards the ground. And as he breathes out, he's going to be going back up again. So this one right here actively works a lot of things. For here, it's stretching his hip flexor. It's focusing on rotation at that thoracic spine, getting good external rotation in his hip. Overall, good exercise. You want to do about 3 to 4 reps on one side, then he's going to switch around to do the other side. Good job, Xavier.
Outstanding work, guys. That was fantastic. Great mobility information. Thank you very much, Lana. All right, we're going to be moving on. Our next section is going to be strength with Xavier. What do you got for us?
Right on. Yeah, the first exercise we got is called a dumbbell pullover. We'll just need a bench and a dumbbell for that.
Excellent. Let's get to it.
Hey guys, I'm Xavier. Now that we're all warmed up and mobilized, we're going to get into the strength stuff. So strength is going to be really important for your job. You build a nice strength reserve, you're going to be less likely to injure yourself when you're handling all those heavy cameras and microphones. So the first movement we got is called a dumbbell pullover. This is going to be a bit of a 2-for-1. We're going to build strength in the lats and also mobility in the lats and thoracic spine. So if you look at Sherelle here, she's got her feet on the ground, hips up. She's going to have her arms, a little bend is okay. She's going to reach back behind her head and then come back up over her face. Nice gentle stretch. No need to rip flesh off the bone. Up and down. So if you are tight and you can't get down quite so deep, that's fine. Just come down as deep as you can. And over time, you'll build strength and flexibility in your lats. Okay, so the next exercise we got is an overhead press. This is gonna be great for developing shoulder strength, which is obviously important for holding those cameras. To set up, Sherelle here has got her feet about shoulder width apart, whatever's comfortable. She's gonna tighten up her core, so core tight, butt squeezed, and hold on nice and tight. This is gonna keep you from squiggling around as you press. So right now she's got one dumbbell in one hand, bracing the core and pressing straight up overhead. Really like the one-handed version because you can tell if one arm's stronger than the other. You can notice those muscular imbalances and then work on them to hopefully help prevent injuries. Cool, another variation. You could also do it seated. You could do it with two hands as well. What's nice about the dumbbells now is that you have some freedom in your grip. You don't have to be here as you would be with a barbell, so it might be easier on your shoulders for some of you. Same idea, keeping the core tight, not so much the glutes here, but pressing straight up overhead. Yeah. And the exercise we did before should help mobilize your shoulders so you can get up straight overhead. Okay guys, the next exercise is called a suitcase carry. This is going to be great for core development, grip as well, and upper back too. Excellent for your job. To start the exercise, we're going to stand next to the kettlebell. We're going to bend over to pick it up, but when we bend over to pick it up, we want to keep that back straight. No bending in the back, just like that. We'll stand up with it and we're going to walk forward. When we're walking, we want to keep real nice posture, shoulders back, core active. And an important thing is we don't want to be leaning to one side or overcompensating to the other side. You want to just walk normally with good posture with a weight in one hand. Yeah. Then when putting it down, again, make sure that you keep your back straight. You don't want to be like, done the movement and snap your back. All right, so when you're picking a weight, make sure you pick a weight that you can handle. You want to be walking straight. You don't want to be bent all over to the side, lugging it around like a caveman dragging a club. You want to be straight up the whole time and walking with it under control. As you get stronger, you can add heavier weights or you can increase the distance that you walk. Okay, another carry that you can use is the bottoms-up kettlebell carry. This is going to be great for shoulder stability. It's going to transfer real nicely over to your job as a camera guy. We're going to hold the kettlebell with a nice tight grip, kettlebell facing up, elbow up at about 90 degrees, be out a little bit, and we're going to walk and balance the kettlebell like this. The muscles deep in your shoulders are going to be working overtime to keep it steady and keep it from falling. Of course, weight selection is super important here. You want to pick a weight that you can control. If you can't quite control it like this, you can also hold it in like a rack position, like that. That would be a regression for the exercise. All right, the last strength exercise we got is called the face pull. This exercise is going to be great for your rear delts and all the little muscles in your upper back that are great for shoulder health. For this exercise, we're going to grab onto some bands. We're going to stretch our shoulder blades forward and then pull them back. You want to imagine you're like squishing somebody's finger between your shoulder blades. You're going to think about pulling your elbows back. Try to get your arms right to your face or beyond. Squeeze nice and tight. Yeah. You can add a little bit of an external rotation at the top. That's going to be great as well for your rotator cuff muscles. So right now we're demonstrating it with a band, but of course you could do this with a cable machine. For that, you would use the attachment that has a rope that comes down into two sides like this. So for that, you'd be holding onto it like this. And very much the same thing. So select a band that's an appropriate strength for you. The further away you stand from the attachment point, the harder it's going to be as well. So if the band is too hard, you can take a little step forward just to get that last bit of range of motion. With the cable stack, of course, you just move the pin up or down.
All right, nice job. That was a fantastic strength segment, X. What we should probably finish with, I think, is some stretching. Do you feel like doing that?
Nah, I don't feel like doing that.
Man,
You?
I don't really feel like doing it either.
Did someone say stretching?
Okay, up next, stretching with Lana.
Yes, I'm back. So now we have Sherelle here and we're going to be demoing a stretch specifically for your lats and your chest and your upper back. So here we're going to get Sherelle to go to the chair. She's going to get down on her knees. She's going to place her elbows and her forearms on the chair. Now from here, where we're trying to stretch just thoracic spine area, where it's connected to your diaphragm, it's really important that you connect your breath with the stretching. As well as when you do take a big deep breath out, those muscle bellies are going to relax, so you're going to be able to get into the stretch a little bit more. So from here, Sherelle's going to take a big deep breath in, and as she lowers her chest towards the ground, she's going to breathe out. From here, she's going to spend 2 or 3 breaths, and then she's going to come back up, nice and slow. And again, big deep breath in, bracing that core, and as she goes down, she's going to take a big deep breath out. Few breaths here at the bottom, making sure she's getting a good stretch all along here. Keep that core nice and stable. We don't want too much arching in that lower back. And from here, she's gonna come back up. I would recommend about 60 seconds of that, going up and down, about 2 or 3 times a day, especially after a long work day. It's gonna benefit anyone, especially a videographer or a photographer.
All right, this next stretch is gonna work the shoulders, all the internal rotators. Just gonna grab onto the dowel or stick like a sword, let it fall down to your side, reach underneath, and gently pull up. Hold it for 30 seconds, and then switch sides. So this will stretch out your shoulders, all the internal rotators in this area, your pecs, and it'll be a great exercise to do after all this shoulder work.
Stretching is really important. We're going to want to relax those muscles that we just worked. I'm going to get her to sit onto the ball. You're going to slowly roll down, and you're just going to put your arms out and relax breathing. So try to relax your body over here a little bit more. Breathing when stretching is very important, as well as throughout your whole entire exercise. But breathing into those muscles, each time you're breathing out, you're relaxing a little bit deeper into this stretch. So this is a good, perfect stretch for your pecs, your shoulders, mobility in your thoracic spine. Overall, great stretch for the end of your workout.
Hey guys, thanks very much for checking out the first episode of Fit to Work. Hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you learned something, maybe that you can put to work for you in your pursuit of fitness and healthy work environments. We hope to see you again for our next episode. In the meantime, a couple of small things to remember. Make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure nothing hurts while you're working out. There's a big difference between effort and pain. And make sure you come back to see us again next time. We look forward to it. Have a great day. That's a wrap for today, guys. Nice work. Good job. Good job.